Gentleman from New York is recognized for 3 minutes.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Mr. Speaker, I rise in support of the Surface Transportation Reauthorization Bill. I want to thank Chairman Schuster and Ranking Member DeFazio for developing a bipartisan bill that is generally balanced and makes significant improvements in some key areas. I am concerned that the funding levels in the bill are simply not high enough. We have an almost $1 trillion backlog on our highways, bridges, rail, and transit system. Yet this bill provides flat funding of just $325 billion over 6 years. Finding bipartisan consensus on revenue is challenging, but I am confident that a majority in Congress would support funding higher than baseline levels with small increases for inflation. Despite the funding challenges, the bill makes a major improvement by creating the nationally significant Freight and Highway Projects Program, which will provide guaranteed, dedicated funding for large-scale multimodal projects critical to our national and regional economy. This was a key recommendation of the Freight Panel, on which I was ranking member with Mr. Duncan as chairman. It is essential that we assist projects that are too big or complex for states to address on their own. We made some progress in safety, Lou, and MAP 21, but this bill finally gets it right and corrects decades of neglect by providing guaranteed funding for multimodal freight projects. There is an aggregate cap of $500 million in non-highway projects, which equals about 11% of the program. This seems arbitrarily low, given that 25 to 30% of the bill is funded through general revenue. We should let all projects compete and not dilute the selection process with caps and set-asides. But the freight program created in this bill is a groundbreaking achievement, and I thank Chairman Schuster and Ranking Member DeFazio for their commitment. On transit, there are good provisions in the bill on transit worker safety and workforce development. I oppose dropping the New Start's federal share from 80 to 50%. There's a similar provision dropping the federal share to 50% in the freight grant program. This is a developing trend that is shifting the burden to states and localities and punishing them for our failure to adequately invest in infrastructure. And there are provisions restricting the use of various transportation programs for transit projects, which we hope to correct through the amendment process later today. There are some objectionable provisions regarding environmental streamlining and motor carrier safety, but I am pleased that the bill does not broadly increase truck size or weights. I will oppose any amendments to add such dangerous poison pills. Overall, this bill is balanced, and I support moving it forward. Thank you, Chairman Schuster and Ranking Member DeFazio, for working with us to defend and improve the bill as it moves through the process. I yield back.
Gentleman from Pennsylvania.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.